hello, surprise stream. Which is usually what I do anyway. Never know when I'm gonna do it. I just decided to stream this. To be honest, there could be a second trailer for Secret of the Mimic. There might not be though, but we've been doing State of Plays for like a year and a half now on stream, so might as well. I'm hoping for Resident Evil 9 personally, but there could be some Secret of the Mimic, although I doubt it. Since it literally comes out in a week, they probably... I mean, they could do a launch trailer. They could do a launch trailer. We'll see. But yeah, welcome, everyone. Do we need a new second trailer? No, we don't need one now. But Security Breach had 3. And granted, that was over the course of a few years, but Security Breach had a launch trailer. But there could be one because it comes out next Friday. But again, I don't think there will be one. I'm more so hoping for Resident Evil, not gonna lie to you. But who knows? We'll see. Could be either or. Starts in 8 minutes. I honestly would have started a little bit earlier. I had to do something for my grandmother, so. It is what it is. But I will say, I don't think we need a second trailer. That'd be cool. And like I said, Security Breach had a launch trailer, so possible. But I'm mainly rooting for Resident Evil 9. That's where I'm at. That's where my headspace is at. Oh. You know what this? Yes, intermission. Yeah. I always don't understand why they schedule these for a time, but then there's like a whole countdown once it actually starts. It's very peculiar. I also can't like play the countdown because 9 times out of 10 the countdown music is copyrighted, which is crazy. Like pretty much every State of Play live stream I've ever done gets claimed for the countdown. Some of the game trailers too, because they use copyrighted music, but it's mainly countdown. Even YouTube, just YouTube premieres. Just those little songs that start playing in YouTube premieres. Even those are copyrighted, which is crazy. Hello! To be fair, yeah, barely advertised. True. True. Yeah, they've been really cheeky with the Secret of the Mimic marketing. And one could say, since it's like this, according to the interview that we got with Daco and Steelwool, like it's around the same length as Security Breach, so it's like a proper game, right? It is kind of surprising they haven't gotten a little bit harder, because they marketed the hell out of Security Breach, arguably. They were at 3 State of Plays, and again, it was over the course of a longer time. We've only known about the Secret of the Mimic for a year, but we knew about Security Breach for like 2 years, something like that. But yeah, it's plausible. It's plausible. Like I said, the only reason I think it's likely is because it literally comes out in a week, so they could do a launch trailer, just like they did with Security Breach. But who's to say? I think they're scared after Security Breach a little bit. I do too. Granted, I'd say pretty much everything they've done after that was pretty solid. So, who's to say? But I actually kind of agree with you. I think they showed too much of Security Breach. I don't think FNAF will be here, but I'm hoping for RE9, even though it's an update stream. Oh, is it an update stream? Interesting. Oh, you were saying, yeah, it's update on must-play games coming to PS5. I mean, it still could be here. RE9 still could be here. If it was barely advertised, ain't because the fan base kept harassing them. Steelwool. Man. Dude, the FNAF fan base do be rabid when it comes to that. Got tea, boiled potatoes, and fresh fried sticks, so I'm excited for anything. Real. Unless it's like Concord 2. I remember the last State of Play stream I did. I think it was... in the thumbnail I put like the good castle and the evil castle meme, and it was like fucking Secret of the Mimic or Concord 2. We need Infamous 4, that'd go crazy. But I don't think Sony remembers that they have like half the franchises that they own, to be honest. They just like sit on them and do nothing. So I don't even, you might have to remind them. I have 2 menu music, my beloved. You know, the song is copyrighted, but we'll ignore that. You know, because like the only exclusive they care about now. Yeah. Rip Little Big Planet. Shh. Yeah, once Astrobot won Game of the Year, Sackboy was in the grave. Like there was, if Astrobot didn't win Game of the Year, I think there's like a small chance that you could get another Little Big Planet. But as soon as I said Last of Us because I read that. As soon as Astrobot won Game of the Year, Sackboy's dead. They shot him in the back, like 2 bullets to the back of the head, out back, and just left him in a ditch. He's done. Sackboy's no more. We're definitely getting Last of Us Part 3. I just don't think it's anytime soon. Although Part 2 was a long time ago now that I think about it. So that actually might be coming soon. But they're definitely going to close it as a trilogy, for sure. For better or for worse. I miss Sackboy every day. You're not alone. I think a lot of people mourn him. I see a lot of shit about that, actually. I only played a little bit of Little Big Planet. I think the only one I actually played was 3, because I think it came with my PS3. No, Uncharted 3 came with my PS3. I had Little Big Planet 3, I just don't remember how. It was fun, I had fun with it. Either Last of Us 3 or Last of Us 2 Remastered Deluxe Enhanced. I don't know why they do that. Like, they even consider, like, the PC port a remaster, which is, you know, not really the case. After Astrobot, they removed everything about him from marketing. So vile. I feel like the kid at the pizza place asking where Glamrock Bonnie went. That's actually that's a good metaphor. Resident Evil Revelations music, my beloved. I forgot I added that to this playlist. Little Big Planet server went down, so he can't play it anymore. That's unfortunate. In their defense, it's a game from 2 generations ago, but that's unfortunate. I know people loved Little Big Planet. A lot of my friends did growing up. Well, people I met nowadays, because back when I was a kid, I only met 2 people outside of my family that had a PS3. Everybody had a 360 in my life, so. Controversial opinion, The Last of Us Part 2, The Last of Us 1. It depends on what you're talking about. Because I've always stood by that The Last of Us 2 is better than what people give it credit for. But, like, I still don't like Abby as a character. I do like Last of Us 1 more. As a game, though, Last of Us 2 is probably a better game. What's your favorite pizza chain? It's Little Caesars. Little Caesars gets too much hate online. It's Little Caesars. It's hot and ready. It's cheap, but it's like good quality for the price. You know what I mean? Like, it's not slop. You know, it's not like a stove pizza, which those can still be pretty good. But yeah, Little Caesars. The only one I do not fuck with of like the big chains is Domino's. I fucking hate Domino's. Every single time I've had Domino's, except for one time, it has been an unpleasant experience. Papa John's is good. Pizza Hut is also good. You can't go wrong with either of those. Papa John's and Pizza Hut are like, they're there. You know what I mean? Like, they're there. They'll come... I love this song, but... they're about pizza, and I got a dude singing choir in the background. That goes hard. Papa John's and Pizza Hut are pretty good. We don't talk about what Papa John did, though. What do you think about Wendy's Twitter account? I don't know. I don't go on Twitter. They're probably doing some weird shit. Because on Instagram, I'd be following KFC, and KFC posts some of the most, I don't know, whatever word to use except for schizophrenic shit ever. It is genuinely. They post brain rot. It's awesome. Not gonna lie. Nah, not Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's okay. Pizza Hut's okay. They got good. I think Pizza Hut probably has the best sauce out of the ones we've mentioned. I think Papa John's got like really good crust. And then Little Caesars, good price. Hey, they could have dropped the server-side code game, the archive could preserve it. A lot of games, not a lot of games actually, not enough games do that. Some games do that. And I wish more did. Oh, it started. Hold on. Hold on. I wasn't ready. Damn. It happened so suddenly. Little Caesars are there for your lowest, exactly. I really like their stuffed crust pizza, real. Why is volume still on the screen? If this is copyright, I'm gonna cry. It probably is. Every single one of these gets claimed, so fuck it. Fish. Cold open with the Mimic Baby, let's go. Yeah, dude. Longest intro to a song ever, goddamn.
Running through our veins, heartbeat,
Yo, Snowman, dude, let's go. W bitrate. What relevance does this have? What is this? We're playing Tetris. Dude, what is this? There are iguanas? I didn't even think this was a trailer. I thought this was like an intro. I thought this was like an intro. I didn't think this was a trailer. It was like Tetris Just Dance, Luminous Arise. All right. Peak PS5 gameplay. Yeah, that took 100% of the PS5's capabilities right there. PSVR 2.
Hello from Enhance. I'm Tetsuya Mizuguchi. ディレクターの石原隆です。ルミネスアライズのトレーラー楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。
I've never watched this data play before, so I have no idea what's happening. At least it was colorful, real. It's just a presentation. We're just gonna get bombarded with video games, people coming out and talking, and that's about it. I'm hoping for Resident Evil 9 though, so bad. Not likely, but that's what I want. I would sacrifice a Secret of the Mimic launch trailer for Resident Evil 9. Because we already got one trailer for Secret of the Mimic, right? It is Tetris. Awesome.
夏にシングルとマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定です。ぜひ皆さん手に取って遊んでみてください。
Okay. You know what's so crazy is the fact, because they're just talking about demos, and I noticed this. Japanese studios are the only people who still do demos. No one in the West does demos. It sucks so badly. They want you to drop that full $70 just to learn what the game is like. Hey, you're dropping squares and balls. All right.
It isn't just a dream.
W Tetris.
It's a promise. One we're turning into reality.
This feels like what I'm watching right now feels like a fake, like commercial,
third generation of
in like a movie.
And advanced generative AI.
Yeah, the most recent game I played that had a demo was Resident Evil 4, I think. Remake.
We create life.
Maybe. With the way that AI exists now, they might. But if they included AI, people wouldn't want it. This doesn't feel real what I just watched, by the way. This is like a trailer or like a commercial in a video game or something.
Getting passed through to Earth.
And that's what it was. That makes sense.
And why are these things trying to kill us?
What are these things trying to kill us? I'm not even paying attention, to be honest. Small devs always make demos for the most part, yeah. That's because they need it.
All better.
Because they absolutely can't do QA testing.
You patched me up.
The hair physics goes crazy. Capcom! You can just tell, by the way she looked, it was Capcom. Just saying.
I am DI033.
Like, all of the Capcom faces just have like a texture to them.
Don't you have a name or something? I'm good.
Damn! Damn!
I think I can help.
Feet. Alright.
Targets identified.
W commentary. She's a robot, to be fair.
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way.
Early access kind of, yeah, but the problem with early access is most games go early access like a month before they're supposed to come out. So like any complaint that you have literally cannot be fixed.
Initiating hack.
Most early access nowadays is more of a publicity than it is anything else. That game looks semi-interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I was talking over it, but it looks okay. Megan looking child. Dude, the trailer for Megan 2 went fucking crazy.
I said I am D.
Okay.
I mean, if you write this right, it can be good. This dynamic is like one of my favorite dynamics ever.
Diana.
Like just random dude finds random little girl, takes care of her. That's like one of the best dynamics for stories, 9 times out of 10. Billy Sawi. Whose toes? You gotta be careful with what you're saying right now. Reminds me of Prey but robots. Reminds me of Dead Space, like that person said, and combination with like Prey's aesthetic. What's up, Monster JJ?
Oh, hey! Today is Saturday.
Oh my God.
Which means curry time.
Awesome, I love curry.
Speaking of curry,
They caught me off guard.
the president is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay. I'll get it.
Curry time.
Romeo! Romeo!
Oh my God. Oh
You're
my
gonna
God.
die. Romeo, listen.
What happened to
You're
bro
gonna
in
die
2
in about
seconds?
15 seconds. Seriously? Seriously. Don't worry. I made this just in case. The dead gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
It's kind of been tradition for me to stream State of Plays. I've been doing it for like a year and a half. I don't do it every time, but
You're already half dead.
look at me, Hector.
From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame.
This game has too much aura for the bitrate.
Dead man. From now on, you're dead man.
Dude, that was the most insane. What the fuck is happening? The fact that that connected to what we saw first is crazy. That was cool. That was cool. That was like a classic like PS3 Xbox 360 game. That's what it looked like. It is, yeah. Like it wasn't. It looked like it just transitioned. Like it just like I don't even know. It is. Like all these art styles are from the same.
Romeo is a dead man. Coming 2000.
That trailer confused more than anything.
Maybe.
Huh? That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like
Hello?
a spirit? I'm on your back.
Yeah, this game is fucking crazy. This game got everything. Well, whoever said it was Grasshopper was correct.
You
did call it. Yeah.
皆さんトレーラー
Bro,
どうで
think
した
he killer B.
グラスホッパーの久々の
It, it's got aura.
ニューイザ・デッドマン
Listen, it's got aura.
いよいよ発
It
表され
definitely
ま
got
した
aura.
このゲームはですね主人公のロミオがロミオスターゲーザーという名前なんですかかっこいいでしょ時空
That is kind of a cool
犯罪
name.
FBI 捜査官として凶悪なですね指名手配犯をさまざまな時空
An
に飛んで
FBI investigator
倒
that
していく
tracks.
そんな
Why did the FBI got?
ブラッディーなアクションゲームとなっていますそして今回はですね剣だけじゃありません銃も使えますストロングス
That is like Devil May Cry if you just went like full
時
acid.
間となって頑張って作ってますそしてなんで、タイトルがですねロミオなのにデッドマンなのかそれは
So true.
ぜひ続行お待ちください、プレイステーション30周年過ぎちゃいましたけどおめでとうございますそれでは引き続きステートオブプレイをお楽しみください
That dude got aura too. Makes sense that was his game. That was aura. That was can't even hate. Can't even hate. I don't know what the fuck was happening, but I can't even hate. Silent Hill! Oh, I'm actually excited for this game. I'm pretty sure this is Silent Hill. Got an lurk. W. Fix a 3DS, that's crazy. The big 25? I respect it. W lurk, by the way. I lurk in like every stream ever. I didn't even think about Silent Hill. I'm very excited for this game. I have been for a while now. Is that it? Okay, thank God.
足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんてこんなの絶対に変俺もいないし気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるしいやひらこ
Fog is coming. Ah, but literally though. Oh yeah, Silent Hill is always. You can always count on Silent Hill. To be honest. I like the way it's animated. That's awesome. Fight back! Bro, you. Real. I like the flower petal aesthetic. who will look at this and go hear me out. There's already someone on Twitter by now.
ひなこ
Now listen,
どこにいる
hear me out. Bioshock 4 hopefully is going to come between 2026 or 2028, just speculation, because getting an announcement related to this summer. I'd be hyped for that. I loved Bioshock
あん
Infinite
たがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする
and the first two. But I think Infinite was my favorite.
一人は嫌だよ寂しいよ
I'm very excited for this game. I don't know if it's a game I'd play on the channel, but
だよって約束したよね暗いのは嫌
fair.
一人ぼっちは
Bro got, oh damn. Was that a helper or whatever? Yeah, Bioshock 4 would go kind of crazy. Aura. Yeah.
嫌裏切り者
Cook. Let them cook. 8 times out of 10 they usually do. I've been excited for this for so long, dude. When it comes out in September, that's close. That's hype. Yeah, Silent Hill is one of those franchises you can kind of do whatever you want with it, as long as you got the fog. The concept of the Silent Hill, basically. Around 16th century. Oh!
The castle has been sighted again. The Church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped.
We will track the ethereal castle.
That's
break
cool.
its gates. And
Classic video game,
exterminate
dude.
the creatures that dwell within.
Damn!
The Demon Lord himself will fall by our hand. This mission
It's funny, someone
will test
talked about a
the limits
3DS
of
a couple seconds ago. This reminds me of like a 3DS style game, just with way better graphics.
You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings. Beasts that defy reason.
Who?
Creatures born of pure darkness.
Damn. French? Damn, bro, chowed that down, bro.
With me!
True, Expedition 33. The Year of the French. That game came in out of nowhere, dude, at least for me. But I like the way Expedition 33 looks. I haven't played it yet, but I will give credit where the art direction is due. This game also looks cool. And someone was right, it is blood. Dude, someone just, this chat just like knows everything. It's just crazy. I actually have never heard of this franchise before. Is it like a older one or what? I don't think I've ever heard of Bloodstained before.
So you've come, dogs of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
The visuals
Bandai
of
Namco.
Shinjuku that I'm seeing are a hellscape I can't quite put into words.
Pretty much anyone who's
Somehow been
not
sent back in
America
time 8 years,
has been making banger
but the
games.
situation here is critical.
I don't know what's going on with specifically
I'm
Western
counting on you,
development.
Agent.
So far, this is true about your guess rate.
Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
It's probably a phase electron life form. Is that what you call us Digimon? I'll always be right here with you.
Who exactly are you working
Now, Game
for?
Freak's pissing their pants right now.
Who or what is that?
You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been enemies for years.
Game
now,
Freak's
but this
pissing
is
their
the
pants
first
right
time
now.
the Titans
Damn,
launched
that
an
HUD went
attack on
crazy.
this scale.
We
That was like the
know
Persona
that most
HUD.
of the anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle
Dude,
is
okay.
truly unavoidable.
The world
I
on
don't.
this
I'm
end
not
is
like a
running
huge
out of time.
Pokemon fan. I've played Sword and Shield. That was it. I had fun with it, and I'm not into Digimon either. But it's crazy how much better this looks than Scarlet and Violet did. Pokemon has like been on the decline, so Digimon was like, bro, This is my time to return. Too much money makes comparisons just milk the same concepts on loop. For the most part, yeah. There's still good Western games that come out, of course, but yeah, I don't know.
They can't protect anyone.
We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone, we're
Fortnite came out and showed Western developers the Battle Pass microtransactions are the way to go. There's a trade-off with that, though. Because when you have a shit ton of microtransactions, that usually means the game is going to be free, and you get free DLC, which people really enjoy. So it's either you get a free game, but you have to buy stuff to keep it going, or you have to pay for DLC, and it's a trade. Both have their positives and negatives. It really depends on how the execution goes. This looks better than the last 5 Pokemon games. In terms of like the animations and shit, hell yeah. Pokemon is on the ruined state. It's terrible. Creative Studio 3. Sweeping epic returns.
Oh, Father, abandon not your way with children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Oh. Go to the graphics.
If you feel wrong, blame yourself or the Father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
I like the way this looks.
The powerful must rule the weak. It is our duty. Heavens fall upon your crown.
This vile
RPG Maker type beat.
It ends now.
The first two were not creative enough. Final Fantasy Tactics. I love the way that looks. They really mimic the old style of, like, you know, what RPG Maker still does. That's cool. What Final Fantasy? I've played like a really old Final Fantasy, like a really old one where it still looked like that. I've not played any of the modern ones. I'll just be honest. I have played one though. I forget which one it was, but it was really old. I think it might have been in on the PS1 or the PS2.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
Hello.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver
Sid
news
Schumann is a
and
kind of a
release
goated
dates
name.
for games coming to PS5 later this year.
Secret of the Mimic. That's coming.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at Final Fantasy Tactics.
I did. I like the aesthetic. That's fucking cool.
The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic. The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and much more.
That's cool.
As well as the classic version, which
that's
brings
cool.
a faithful recreation of the 1997 original to modern
That's
consoles.
cool. I like that.
Final Fantasy Tactics: The
Also
Evil
this
East
year.
Chronicles
A lot of stuff coming out in
launches
September.
on PS5 and PS4
Damn.
September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
I'm probably not gonna play that. That looks
This next
cool.
game is something really special.
Is that the remaster
When
of
I first
87?
played
Damn
it,
near.
I laughed so
Close.
hard I almost barfed. Let's check it out.
Hey, that's big words.
Maybe just toilet.
Toilet?
Yeah, I just need to pee.
All right, already. What the fuck am I looking at?
Just normal. Bad.
Hey, just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
I just went away.
Pea shy.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
You can watch.
I don't think Ari Nine's gonna be here either. I just really want it.
In baby steps, all you have to do is carefully place
Interesting.
one foot in front of the other, which is easier said than done.
I think I've seen this once before. I think I saw something about this on Twitter.
Pretty deliberate movement to make even the simplest progress. It's a
I think
captivating
that's what they meant by an
open-world
epic tale
experience filled
told
with
like never
oddball
before,
characters.
being a remaster. I think that's what they meant by that.
Oh, no. You found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain.
Oh, good.
Looks like Sam Hyde.
Definitely check this one out when it comes
Better
to
than
PS5
Secret of the Mimic, so
on
true.
September 8th.
Big September, a big month. Damn. Oh, intentional low frame rate animation.
Hirogami is a unique
Oh, because of
action
origami,
adventure
okay.
title from Bandai Namco Studios Singapore.
I like it.
In this journey to save your origami home, you'll transform into paper
Frog.
shapes with distinct abilities.
Oh, it's kind of like Mario Odyssey in a way. That's cool.
Including a paper airplane,
That's cool.
a nimble frog, a hardy armadillo, and
There's some cool
a
games in this state of play. I'm not gonna lie. Usually it's kind of like not mid per se, but it's just like, all right, that's fine. But there's just some bangers
Master
here.
the art of folding
So far,
with
even stuff I know I'm not gonna
Hirogami
play.
arrives on PS5 later this
I'm excited.
summer.
I'm glad we got Silent Hill F though. We may not get Resident Evil 9, but we got Silent Hill F, and I'm cool with that.
Sid, why don't you tee this next one up?
Thanks, Sean. The Hot Shot series has been
Finally,
in PlayStation
representation
from
for
the very
Reddit
beginning,
and Discord
and
bots,
its
games,
latest
truly
installment,
diverse now. Bro, I
Everybody's
completely
Golf
forgot
Hot
Secret of the
Shots,
Mimic is supposed to come
boasts
out.
its largest
Yeah, it's literally next
character
Friday. Which is why I put that in the title, because like they could do a launch trailer, like they did with Security Breach. That may or may
each
not
with
happen.
weather effects and new nighttime variants.
This Hot Shot Golf, I wasn't paying attention.
Today. And those who do will get
Pac-Man!
Bandai Namco's iconic Pac-Man as an early unlockable character. Everybody's golf.
It's not Hot Shots Golf. Okay. It is. Well, it actually kind of is. It is Hot Shots Golf, but they put the name backwards. Usually Hot Shots Golf, not Golf Hot Shots, but okay.
Ninja Gaiden
My dad used to have like 3 of those on the
challenging
PS2.
new
I played
entry
those.
in the long-running action franchise.
Ninja Gaiden. People, I know about this. People are pretty excited for this.
From the makers of the
I think they showed this
Rage-bound stars
last year at Games, the Game Awards or whatever.
Forced to combine their souls and skills against a demon uprising. And longtime fans will really love the pulse-pounding soundtrack
Metroidvania.
featuring guest composers from the original series.
Again, this is an example of a game that I'm probably not going to play myself, but I think it looks cool. And I'm happy for the people who are happy for it. This year has been good, because like everything that was announced last year that's coming this year has just been pretty
Ninja Gaiden
goated.
Ragebound arrives July 31st on PS5 and PS4.
That's pretty soon.
From the game bakers, Cairn is a survival
Cairn.
climbing experience where you must carefully plan your ascent up a deadly mountain.
Damn.
Manage balance and stamina to discover secrets.
Hey!
Yeah, this is one of those games you just like,
Encounter other
you got
climbers.
nothing to do, but you got like 6 hours to kill and you want to be like comfortable and just like relax. It's like one of those
Survive
games,
the harsh
for sure.
conditions of the climb.
I gotta pay for my Switch 2 in 40 minutes. Yeah, I usually don't go longer than the state of play.
You can give it a try yourself with a demo that arrives later today.
We shall see. Demo, W demo. Hey, W demo. I will always give demos credit, man. That needs to
all
come
for
back,
us,
especially
but
when you
there's
raise the
still
price
a
of video
lot of
games.
state of
Demos
play
need to
to
come
come.
back, dude.
This next reveal comes from the game preservationist at Digital Eclipse.
Oh.
Nothing can prepare you for their next collection, arriving later this year.
Yeah, I was literally thinking about Peaks of Yore because of Astral Spiff. I just couldn't remember the name. Thank you for saying that. I just didn't say anything, but I was thinking about it. Third person Peaks of Yore.
Part of it is just seeing people react to it.
Speedrunners would probably like that game.
We're onto something.
Come here! On everybody's soul, we are all buying Switch 2 original price.
To see this game.
Dude, it took me like, I didn't get a Switch until like 2020. Or like, actually no, it was like 2022. This is cool, by the way.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat.
It's nothing like Peaks of Yore. It didn't look like it. It looked more story
Showing
focused.
you a part of a world
But it was
that's
just a
much
comparison of it being mountain climbing. Perfect. Perfect. Damn! They got the Game Boy Colorless one.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
I feel like that's kind of a weird statement about Mortal Kombat. A game where you like brutally fatality someone. I'm not sure if that's what he meant by that, but that was a little bit of a weird statement. I might be twisting his words, but I wanted to get Mario Wonder. I still haven't. I buy very rarely. I buy Switch first-party games because they never fucking go on sale. And like I can afford the $60. It's like, dude, come on, bro, please, just like $40, please. That's kind of cool. This is kind of cool. For anyone, there are tons of people who would love this, if it's good, at least. If that actually works well, tons of people would gonna eat that shit up. PS6 reveal. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, it probably will be overpriced, but I'm sure people are gonna eat that shit up. Oh!
No, he's close.
Damn.
We've lost sight of the enemy. Find him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown. Loading like this? It's a revolution. All right, Commander.
This is a good example of a series that just has aura. Shit will just happen in this series and you're just like, yeah. It's just like Resident Evil in that regard. They have different auras, don't get me wrong. But like this and Resident Evil for me is like one of those series. Fucking anything happens on screen, I'm like, yeah. True. Aura.
See you in hell.
See you in hell. Snake! Aura. Fantastic 20 FPS. That's probably a combination of me and their stream too. Because you gotta remember, you're 2 streams deep. Their bitrate's is already not that great, and then you add on mine. Yeah, I imagine a few of them are probably lower frame rate. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see him, so I'll give him credit for the ghillie suit. I didn't see him till he moved. Damn! That's crazy! Basically. And more. ...
Spirit stones. Shining stones.
For like a nanosecond, I thought that was still the Metal Gear trailer. They didn't do like a buffer between it. I was like, and more, and then the fucking spirit stone.
Time immemorial, this power has been the impetus for human wars.
Vocab word. Impetus. Vocab word. I played, I had a PS2 Dynasty Warriors game, if that's what this is.
An ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of Aratama.
I played Dynasty Warriors so much. If it's what it is, yeah.
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer.
Shinobi. Shinobi and samurai. Is this gonna be the first one people are wrong about?
How foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell.
Is that I think I played the first one. I didn't play the second one, but I think I played the first one.
Who might you be, warrior?
Tokugawa Takechiyo.
So true. That means something to me. Looks at camera.
皆さんこんにちは。チーム忍者の
Hello.
安田です。戦国シニゲーシリーズの最新作「仁王3」をついに発表させていただきました。今作のアクションはシリーズおなじみのサムライスタイルに加え、
Ninja style.
新たに忍者スタイルを追加。より多彩な戦闘を楽しめます。ステージ
If
も
the FNAF series would have shaped, what would it be?
攻略の自由度や没入感が
It had to be like a tesseract. Like one of those unsolvable shapes?
プレイステーション5で体
Or
験
a
版も配信いたしますの
See,
で、
alright.
ぜひプレイして
We
ご
had
意見を
opposite
いただ
mindsets,
け
I
れば
guess.
と
Okay,
思
I
い
was
ます
thinking like because it's needlessly
2026
complex.
年の発売に向け続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Hey, W demos, dude. Demos at the wazoo today, bro. And I can only give credit to that.
No one knows how old the city really is. For me,
A line.
it's all I've ever known. My whole
Does a line count as a shape?
I was raised in this city's shadow.
Spring when you rotate it. In reality, nothing changes real. When I get my modded PS5 this weekend, I'm gonna go the hell out of these. For me, yes. Are you thinking of like, what is it called? Like the Higgs boson? No, that's a particle. What the fuck is that called? Like the figure 8. What is that called?
Locked away.
It's something strip. Is it a Mobius strip?
To be taken.
Mobius strip? Yeah, Mobius strip? Yeah, yeah.
Come with more trouble than others.
Morbius!
And who are you?
Damn, I haven't seen a Thief game in a long time.
Tidewalker, are you there yet? Cleo has uncovered a
Oh, Road 96, I know what that is. I've heard of that before.
keeping it safe in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosen?
Market Land seems a bit tense today. I
Is it an FAL? Remember, I have an FAL. The guy. Multiplayer story, interesting.
Ever since the Great Flood, Elend, my dear planet, has been dying.
So it's kind of like,
Plastemia has taken everything from us.
I had an example in my head, but then it disappeared.
But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
Hey, you, stop right there!
And it's up to you now to use that power.
Aesthetically, but I was thinking of a different game in terms of the way the gameplay is, where there's like actual people that kind of influence each other. Death Stranding kind of had something like that. Damn. He'll be fine though. He's about 2 feet into the water. He'll be fine because he can't swim. Damn. My fault.
Tidewalkers. Will you help
It
us?
does aesthetically look like the raft. It's like the raft mixed with the movie Free Guy. All right. February 2026. Conceptually, it does seem interesting. Yeah. Yeah. It didn't go like super in depth, but it was cool.
I'm Nicholas Ducey, the game director of Astrobot.
Astrobot?
It's a pleasure to be back today to share more news with you. What the last few months it has been in the world of Astro. Astrobot launched last September to such encouraging feedback. Even receiving a few honors, we are truly grateful.
As sad as it is that this basically killed Sackboy, I heard it was a good game though.
Followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises. And then earlier this year, the Vicious Void Galaxy made its appearance,
that was the game I was
adding
thinking
yet
of.
more new challenging levels, all of which came
And that was
at no
published by
additional
Bethesda, I
cost.
think, Deathloop.
And today, I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels in Astrobot, bringing the total to a whopping 90 planets. And new special bots will be there too, including Atsu from Ghost of Yotei, alongside other fans' favorites, but these ones are a surprise. And finally, the Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year, with a slight twist. So be on the lookout for more news
What do you mean?
coming soon.
What's the twist?
From all of us,
Is it gonna blow
Team
up?
Asobi, thank you all for the
What does that mean?
amazing
That's kinda
reception
ominous.
you gave our game. And enjoy the rest of the show.
What does that mean? It's kind of scary. The twist is $100. Dude, the default controllers are almost that much. I thought it said Sea of Thieves. I was like, huh? Wait, did it actually? Wait, am I tripping? What is happening? Just mentioning the twisted ones around me gives me like an episode. This might be Sea of Thieves. Looks like they're actually like adding stuff. That was my biggest criticism of Sea of Thieves, not Sea of Thieves unless it's a total art style change. It looked like it said Sea of Thieves, and then and I couldn't read it. My only criticism of Sea of Thieves is like, it's too open. It's like, you just hop in there and you're just in. You ain't got shit to do unless you go find some. It looks like Sea of Thieves, but also it doesn't. Like, I can tell it's not, but it also looks like it. It's weird. It almost looks like it's an RPG of sorts. It's definitely its own thing, because they're all like mannequins. Like, we saw that at the beginning of the trailer. They've all been like dolls almost. It just looks like it, which is why I kept saying that. It looks similar, rather. Not just because it's a pirate game, just like it does genuinely like look similar in some regard. It looked like it was kind of like an RPG, like an action RPG. Yeah, see, I saw C, and I thought that was an of, and so I was like, did I say C? I didn't get to read it fast enough. One Piece type beat. Alright, bro. Journey. I remember Journey. I don't know what the other two were, but I know Journey. giant squid. Thin ass hoverboard, bro. You gotta be careful, broski. Sand waves. I was looking at the screen, I misheard JoJo. Yeah, bro, give me Eyes of Heaven remastered, please. Shit, it wouldn't even be a bad idea to make a JoJo game right now, because Steel Ball Run, both the manga English release just came out, and the anime is probably later this year, if not early next year, so it wouldn't even be a bad idea to make one. I just like Eyes of Heaven more than I like All-Star Battle, in my opinion, because I just don't like 2D fighting games that much. I love arena fighters, though.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani.
Hello.
That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and Pathless.
And Journey.
We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer
Damn, that's
into
close.
the PlayStation Plus game catalog. On June 17th, Remedy brings otherworldly action to game catalog with FBC Firebreak.
Kind of like Doom a little bit. What the fuck is it?
Set in the paranatural world
Who was that? Why is that dude floating?
You and two
that chair like
agents
that.
confront and
So
contain
funny.
the reality warping chaos.
Hey, it's multiplayer, so that's cool. Any game that's got co-op immediately is probably like better than it would be if it didn't.
Fun in short bursts or deep dives, FBC Firebreak launches day one into game catalog on June 17th.
Oh, so they're doing their own Game Pass now.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes several new titles this summer. The PS2 version
Deus
of
Ex!
legendary immersive sim Deus Ex arrives
That's
June
great.
17th.
Twisted
In
Metal.
July, Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service just in time for the second season premiere of Twisted Metal, which arrives July 31st
Looks like
in
GTFO in a way.
select countries,
So
including
FBC is the
Peacock
Alan
and the
Wake
US.
universe, technically. Wow.
Additionally, two of Capcom's most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup.
And what would that be? Yes,
Resident
that's what I
Evil
was thinking
2
in my
and
brain.
Resident Evil 3 will arrive later this summer in the
Cool.
Classics.
I'm gonna actually get to play the originals now. That's cool.
Additionally, Myst and Riven will arrive later this month as part of the Days of Play celebration, running now through June 11th.
Hey, I got Resident Evil
Days
mentioned.
of Play is
Hey.
a 2-week event that includes bonus
Hey.
PlayStation Plus content drops, great
Let's
deals
go.
on software and hardware, and more.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes
PlayStation
left,
blog and
probably. It's usually an
PlayStation.com
hour,
for full
so.
details.
I feel like Secret Amendment would be something you put in like the middle. If it doesn't come next, I don't think it's not coming. Unless this is Secret Amendment. Hey. Hey, wait, I'm just saying, we ain't seen the whole game.
Then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major
Bond
boarding
James.
school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement.
When was the last
Nobody
James
knows
Bond
what to
game?
do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
They probably did like movie tie-ins with like
In Iceland
the most
was
recent ones.
insubordination. It was
But I feel like the last one that people really remember is like GoldenEye. And that was a long time ago.
Thanks to blind luck.
The factory was a giant underground lab underneath the mountain all along.
I think you just covered
Like Resident Evil
them all,
7.
Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
That studio's almost out of business, by the way. Just put it out there.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are?
I mean, this would be cool. The Indiana Jones game was cool.
Now
I
let's
mean, it
not
wasn't
get
like
ahead of
fantastic, but
ourselves,
like.
James.
So you shouldn't have.
It's a good franchise to make a game out of,
We're facing
I feel.
a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
MGM has been on like the back pedal for a long time. They're clearly still around, and they're obviously dipping their toes in the video games. But yeah, they have for a while now. Far worse than Warner Brothers, I think. Still kicking. Dude, imagine Springtrap with the T virus. Hey man.
She's an asset.
Hey man.
Mom. To hell with that.
Probably gonna get Blighted Springtrap and DVD this Halloween. I mean, I like Hitman. It's probably not gonna be exactly like that, but any game like it is fun, to be honest. So I assume it'd be kind of similar to that, in a way, just probably more linear. Oh, he did the turnaround shoot thing. First light. 007. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. Alligators!
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
Oh, dude, Umbrella Corporation would scoop William up immediately if they ever like found out about his research. Because they're basically looking for the same thing, immortality. So like, I forget his name off the top of my head, but like the CEO of Umbrella Corp would 100% be best friends with William Afton, dude. 7 minutes till bedtime, Chris.
I'm Hakan Abrak,
Chris got tired
CEO
punching the
of
boulder.
Iron Interactive. The team is thrilled to announce 007 First Flight.
It's cool. I won't
We'll
lie.
experience James Bond as a young air crewman in the Royal Navy. Before the tuxedo and the martinis, as he first steps into the world of espionage, striving to earn his 00 status. Everyone at Iron Interactive has poured their passion and dedication into crafting an experience that honors the legacy of Bond, harnessing our 25 years of agent expertise. This is just the beginning of our journey with 007, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.
Fair enough, sir. PlayStation Studios video game. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense that this would be here. Are people still mad at this game just for having woman? I remember that being like a big deal last time I saw this game on a event. Quadruple the graphics budget. Yeah, showing games off like this is kind of funny because of bit rates. So like, I know because Ghost of Tsushima, Tsushima was beautiful. So this is probably beautiful too. It's a little bit hard to see. Woman, coffee emoji, real. People still getting mad at women in games? Yes. This one made no sense to me that people were mad about this one. I've heard nothing but good things about Tsushima, so I have no reason to believe this would be any worse just because they put woman in it. You know, I doubt that that's going to be like the end-all be-all. Gameplay deep dive coming in July. Tsushima's way more of like a story game. Like straight story game.
君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシールドだけでは私のアーマーには勝てないぞ。
Wait, hold on. I was paying attention. What is this?
本気でやるぞ。くらえ。くらえ。わかるよ。耐えてみせろ。任せてちょうだい。
Who's Marvel?
私の名前の通り、マーベラス。
I like the voice actress. Spider-Man! Alright, Spider-Man, relax, bro. She's like 14, bro. You ain't gotta go all out like that, bro. Bro is not pulling his punches. Bruh. Star-Lord! Guilty Gear Marvel? If there's no Moonlight, I don't give a fuck. He'd be perfect for this, to be honest. Ghost Rider! I like the stage stuff, that's cool. Stage interactivity. Yeah, baby! It sounds like Joseph Joestar's voice actor. Hello, Doom. Damn. Doom, you got like magic. You don't need to fucking shoot a guy. Storm! My goat! I recognize that voice actress too. When she yells, she look-y sounds like Lisa's voice actress. That'd be crazy because I said Joseph. Damn. Damn. That Iron Man suit is just straight up a fucking Gundam, by the way. Did you see the aura with the finger flip? No, hold on, bruh. Now this game, wait, the animation goes crazy. No, wait, the aura is crazy. It's pretty cool looking. Like, it has so many characters. Yeah, it looks cool, man. If they put effort into that, that could be really good. Peter's writers hate him so much, even in games. We don't gotta talk about that, okay? Paul. Is that his name? Paul? Paul. Alright, bruh. Don't mention Paul. Kill Paul. Yeah, my bad. If Marvel's doing this with Japanese companies, I need Star Wars to do the same shit with Star Wars Vision. Because Star Wars Vision's a great show. Love it. We get a Star Wars Vision game.
プレイステーションの友人から急になんか農林に行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で、実はアクの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして。
Hyper realistic graphics, yes. It's so real.
びっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
The animation looks crazy. Like they got aura in this game. Doom did not have to do the finger flip like that. That was crazy. Again, I said earlier I'm not a fan of 2D fighting games, but it still looks cool.
The
I wish Japan was real.
For working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
True.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to
we want to make a game. Okay.
With you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up
with characters no one knows.
It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and they're just uppercutting that.
I'm trying to think of a character right now.
And that's what you get with this team.
Like absolutely no one would know. Because at one point I would say Penny Parker. Because I always was proud of the fact that I knew who Penny Parker was before she was in Spider-Verse. But obviously she's in Spider-Verse and Rivals now. But if that was the case, I would have said Penny.
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough.
It's hard to think of Moon Knight. I also would say Moon Knight, but obviously now because of the MCU, I can't say Moon Knight anymore. Moon Knight would have been another choice for me.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs.
Big Wheel, dude. New game about Big Wheel.
Expectations of
people know about him because of jokes.
From Arc System Works.
Speaking of Insomniac, whatever happened to the Wolverine game, it's still in development. It was just when it was leaked, it was literally just starting development. So as far as I know, that game is fully in development. And there's also EA is making an Iron Man game. Wow, that also exists. The Wall game.
あんまりカムバックなかった印象があって、何がまずいのかなっていろいろやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
Like they had just started making the game.
Personally, the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければわかると思うんですけども、かなり日本らしい。
Yeah, I was gonna say. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but like, how do we let you know this is made by the Japanese? Give them the little visor. Give them the little visor, and there you go.
という感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and
I like
really
the Miss
trying to
Marvel
take
design.
not just the IP,
It's
but
cool.
gameplay mechanics, and say what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome
They went all
work
in on their
here,
art
and
style.
bring that to the global platform.
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ格闘
So far they only
ゲ
showed
ー
8 characters
ム
though.
のチーム
I would hope that they launched with more than
4
8.
対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと、
When Ark
Which
looks
they
at these
probably would,
Marvel
to be fair.
characters, it's not simply just the visuals, it's
Dinosaur.
also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that.
Was that one island? I forget what it's
What is gonna be
called.
something that's different. Up until now, you've seen tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think
does,
players
in
are going
fact.
to be very excited to see.
Have
まあ今回
Gundam
4
armor.
対4というまあ
Damn,
格
Storm
闘
is-
的なところに
damn.
チャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないかとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is
That's
extremely
cool. The
daunting,
statue
but
had, like,
the
Iron
team
Man's
at Arc
classic
System
design.
Works has
That's
found
cool.
a way to design a system that adapts
like
to
that.
your
The statue in the
playstyle.
background had, like,
You can
classic
either
Iron
duke
Man,
it out
classic
as
Thor.
just the
That was
leader
cool.
and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never
God,
get
my
to
chat just, like,
experience
broke for, like,
this
a
level of
second on my end. That was
production,
insane.
and it's just a dream to even be working with these 2 great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、まあ、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、
Real.
まだまだ開発途中ではありますが、続々とキャラクターも発
That
表
makes
して
sense.
いきたいと思いますし、
Yeah, that's fine.
キャラクター以外
It'd
の
be- I'd be surprised if it only launched with 8
コンテンツ
characters.
というところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います。Stay tuned.
I mean, it's got aura, dude. I'm not into 2D fighters, man, but it's got aura, dude. Yeah, look, dude, that finger is crazy, man. He put so much aura into the finger, dude. He didn't have to do all that.
You're still with me?
This is the end, chat. Hey, I got 1 Resident Evil mention, so I'm okay with that. We also got Silent Hill F, so I'm okay with that. And everything was kind of cool, except for the first game. The Tetris one was weird. FNAF 2D Fighter tomorrow. I've said this multiple times to my friends. FNAF is one of those franchises that you could do that and no one would bat an eye. Because you could just say it's an in-universe game. Like, for example, before Five Nights at Freddy's was announced, many people have been talking for years. You could just do a kart racer. You could just do a kart racer, and there they are. So you could do a FNAF 2D Fighter, and yeah, they'd be like, all right, I'm in. It'd be Smash-like, I'd have to guess, if they did one. No FNAF? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't think there was going to be. It was just, the only reason I thought it might was for launch trailer. Yeah, I did Soy Jack. Resident Evil's my goat, alright? And Silent Hill F, that was dope. There's good lineups, though. Like, even some of the games, like, that I don't know if I'm actually gonna play, still look cool, you know? And that's like how you know you got a good lineup. I wish Five Nights at Freddy's was good. I mean, granted, it's coming out next year, right? They got plenty of time to polish it up. Because I liked what we got, but it was very clearly flawed. I love Resi as well. RE7, the best game. I'm a 4, but 7 is a respectable choice. 8 is also a respectable choice. We already got Deltarune today, so I guess not to overdose with excitement. Speaking of that, because of that, I will have the Undertale playthrough coming hopefully soon. It's on the... Yeah, because I promised it a year ago at Black Screen. I promised it a year ago that I would play Undertale at 3K subs, but that didn't happen because I was kind of busy, and we skyrocketed past it. I will play Undertale for the first time because Deltarune came out. Yeah, that's going to happen soon. Yeah, that's going to happen soon. I have a video coming out tomorrow, which is not that, but I do want to do that soon. And then, obviously, I'll play Deltarune afterwards, unless I fucking hate Undertale. I doubt that's going to happen, but yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. WREX404, man. Love to hear that. Well, I ain't got nothing left. We ain't got much to talk about because we didn't get Secret of the Mimic. I ain't got much to talk about. I'm slightly surprised, but not super surprised, because as we discussed before it started, that, like, Steelwool isn't marketing as much as they used to. For better or for worse. Which I hope that doesn't hurt Secret of the Mimic too much, because, like, tons of people played Security Breach. Even people who didn't, like, play more than, like, an hour. Even, like, Moist Critical played Security Breach. So, like, I do hope that it doesn't hurt Secret of the Mimic by them not doing too much marketing outside of the community, because obviously they've been doing those teasers the last like week or so. I don't think it's a budget thing. I don't think it's a budget thing. Scott got the money, bro. If you want to give Steelwool the money, he can give Steelwool the money. Maybe the real Mimic was the friends we made along the way. I think, to be honest with you, I just think Steelwool doesn't really want to promise anything anymore, because like they didn't lie with security breach, but they didn't necessarily overpromise either. They overextended themselves, and I think they don't want to repeat that ever again. So I think they want to show what they want to show, and they stop right there, which is fair, to be honest. But yeah, my name is Edwin. That's actually, you know what? That's actually so true. Jackie's Box has done so much marketing for Secret of the Mimic that they don't need a second trailer. Because when that song got popular, literally no one knew who David and Edwin were, and even Jackie for that matter. Now, casual FNAF fans know those three characters. That's actually so true. Jackie's Box, yeah, literally though, actually genuinely true. FNAF 1 alone made like 8 million. That doesn't surprise me. And the crazy part is it's only like $8, right? So like that's a lot of sales. That's so true though. Jackie's Box legitimately probably did more for them than they could have ever done on their own. That's what they should. They just link Jackie's Box and like the fucking Steelwool YouTube channel. Be like, "Alright, there you go, bro." Genuinely didn't even know there was any sort of Mimic game coming before that music video, and I'm a FNAF head. That's crazy. That's crazy, Hal. I forgot about it. That's crazy how many people. I guess they did do the Help Wanted 2 teaser as well, which was kind of neat. Because we did have the original trailer, which was a teaser, which just showed us like the box, right? Then we had the Help Wanted 2, and then we had the trailer. Why was Jackie's Box the biggest marketing FNAF has ever got? Probably up there with like just a living tombstone. It's obviously not as big, but yeah. If they don't do a little Easter egg of Jackie Box, it's straight up ungrateful. If it didn't have cursing in it, I actually think they probably would do something with it. He's the Mimic. I mean, DJ Music Man can make the song. DJ Music Man allegedly can make any song. So hypothetically, you could canonize Jackie's Box. Real. All right. Well, yeah, like if we had Secret of the Mimic, I would stay and talk about it, but we really didn't get in it. It was a better state of play than the last couple that I've watched on stream, though. Because actually, ironically, the first state of play I watched on stream was the Concord one, where they've revealed Concord. So that's kind of crazy. My name is like Dave. Interesting. Do you think for all FNAF movies they're gonna have? I think about that a lot because like the FNAF 1 song fits the movie still, but the FNAF 2 song, which is a good song, gets the lore completely incorrect, which is fine, but like the story of that song is nowhere near the story of FNAF 2 then or now. So like I don't think so, but they might just say screw it and just do it anyway because it's iconic. But maybe not. That's the only reason I think they might not, because like the first song really does tie into the first movie still, because the lore was so simple. Mimic movie in 2070, dude. I know Scott was like, I'm gonna make 3 movies. These movies have made Blumhouse so much money. There is no way they stop at 3. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't wait for that Marvel fighting it. It looked cool. I can't even deny it. It looked cool. I'm a 2D fighter hater, but it looked cool. Use Torn Alive. Oh, I had like acid reflex there for a second. My fault. It was an awkward silence. I didn't mean to do that. Yes, but the difference between that and Halloween is that there is a metric ton of source material they can adapt for movies. Because like with Halloween, they're just really dragging it. They're really dragging it. With FNAF, at least you have like, you can do some Eleanor stuff if you want. You can do some Tales from Pizza stuff. You can do Mimic stuff if you want. You can do Circus Baby. You can give her her own arc. You can. There's a lot left in FNAF. You could do Stitch Wraith. There's a lot left in FNAF that I don't think it would be quite as bad as Halloween. Because with Halloween, it's like the one guy. And originally, too, I know most people probably know this, but they weren't even going to do Michael Myers after the first one. The second one is completely unrelated because it was just going to be an anthology series, but I think the second one bombed. Unfortunately, no Fat Princess or Papa Rappa come back. Papa Rappa, I think, would be the most likely to come back if they were going to do it. I agree. Halloween, they bled dry years ago. We need FNAF franchise Marvel style real. Scott wanted a TV series out of Frights. Yeah, they could easily do that. Easily. There are so many good stories in Frights. I know it like has a reputation, and has a reputation for good reason, but I love Frights, dude. You know, even though I hate Andrew as a concept because he's confusing as shit, but yeah, there's some good stories. Even something like Count the Ways, such a simple story, very good story. Love Count the Ways. That's in the first book too. Even Bunny Call though, which is like a really simple story about a guy just having a panic attack in a cabin, basically, based on a real event of Scott's life, is a good story. We should have a fully detailed 8-hour movie about In the Flesh. See, that was where I was going with the reputation thing. If we get an In the Flesh adaptation before the Silver Eyes trilogy, that would be fucking insane. They just have Matt Pat do it. Fuck it, dude. Hudson River or whatever his name is. Okay, but the epilogues could make a good... Yeah, they really, genuinely, they could. Especially if you fleshed out some of the characters like Phineas and stuff like that. Like if you fleshed out more of the detective guy, if you fleshed out those characters more, you 100%. Yeah, you definitely could. Fazbear Frights helped me a lot during 2020, 2021. Kind of same. FNAF as a whole did that for me, I'm not going to lie to you. In the Flesh adaptation with practical... Actually, to be fair, if you did it practically, you could probably make it look fucking gnarly, dude. To be fair, it's goofy as the story is, thinking about the visual, it would go kind of crazy to see like a tiny fucking Springtrap crawl out of a guy, like an impossibly sized Springtrap coming out of a guy. I mean, that would go kind of crazy. It's like Black Ops 4 with the Blight Father. There's also that story of the mini Reen is crawling inside a dude's mouth, and then like coming out from under his skin, he just bleeds out on the floor. That could happen. We get that. There's a lot of untapped potential with FNAF. We got a lot to go, especially because now too we have the Choose Your Own Adventure books, which are giving us slightly new stories. You know, so there's a lot left to do. Same with games too. I mean, you have MegaCat Studios now doing Fazbear Frights games. I still want an adaptation of the Silver Eyes trilogy for something. I don't care what it is. I keep saying I want Supermassive Games to do a Silver Eyes game. They did the Dead by Daylight game, which was hit or miss, but if we get a Supermassive game, it doesn't even, to be honest, I just want a Supermassive Games to make a FNAF game, regardless of if it's based on something. There's a lot of bloody horror than I remember. Gore in FNAF, dude, there's so much gore in Fazbear Frights. I talk about this to my dad all the time, and it's because it's a book, right? But like, the amount of shit that goes down in Fazbear Frights versus the games and the movie is like night and day. And it's a Scholastic Book Fair book. Like, you can pick that shit up as like a 7-year-old and you'll be reading about the most horrific shit ever. Except for like some stories every now and then where it's just like sea bonnies, Fazgoo. But then you have just like horrific shit in between there. Oh, I know exactly what you're fucking talking about, and I forget the name of it, dude. There's so many Fazbear Frights stories that I forget them. There's way, like, Tales from the Pizza Box is a little bit easier to remember because there's only like, what, there's 8 books? Tales from the Pizza, or Fazbear Frights is like 10 or 12. Some of them only read once, too. I swear I know what you're talking about. That's gonna bother me. Alright, well. It was a nice chat. It was a nice chat. We had a nice stream. A lot of people showed up, surprisingly. Actually, not unsurprisingly. We grew a lot since my last stream. Writing medium versus game medium, or writing you can do whatever the hell you want. Body horror game, for the most part, yeah, because it's about your mind and imagining it. That's true. See, Bonnie's adaptation should be 100% a special episode of musical taco singing. Dude, I feel like if we do get like a Fazbear Frights TV show, Scott is gonna treat stories like See Bonnie's. Either A, he's just gonna go for it because he's Scott motherfucking Coffin and he just does that sometimes, and he's just like, fuck it, you are going to watch See Bonnie's. Or 2, he'll be like George Lucas with the holiday special and pretend it doesn't exist. W-Stream, glad I could be here. Indeed. W-Stream to everybody. I hope everybody has a good day. Like I said, video coming out tomorrow. And Undertale will be soon. I just don't know how soon because I'm still looking to move. So, yeah. Bye.